massive firepower. Yeah, I would say this is their base of operations.
Rise of the Triad is from another time, a time of quake syndrome, rocket launches, sidestepping bullets, and of course giblets. Lots and lots of giblets.
Intruders! Destroying and open fire on the ridge!
This is a reboot of the 1994 game of the same name. You pick one of 5 different characters, each with their own speed versus endurance pros and cons. And then the slaughterhouse begins as you mow down Nazi-like enemies through old-school, non-linear locations. And this game is fast. Really fast.
Yes, and maybe I've still got a bit of an Oculus Rift hangover hex, but this game reminded me that my 32-year-old stomach can no longer handle these kind of fast-paced, old-school FPS games. I got so much motion sickness within a couple of hours of playing this. And then when you take the mushroom... Oh, it all goes... Oh, it was even worse. Oh.
Yeah, I never get quite as sick as you, Barjo, but that floaty feel to the movement and the old school perspective, it's just a little bit hard to handle in long bursts, I think.
Yeah, it's a vomitorium. And in fact, the developers revel in that. And they're adding Oculus Rift support. So if you are like me and you're partial to a bit of motion sickness, I'd recommend putting the field of view to the maximum setting, which is 120, and picking the slowest character you can. Or maybe just not playing this game, because Rise of the Triad makes no apologies for its dated gameplay. It's a feature.
Drop your...
You'll be searching for keys, finding secret rooms, and the odd bit of platforming. And while this game was phenomenal for its time, it won't be long before this kind of level design will make you rage quit.
I need backup!
There is a lot of nostalgia associated with the Triad name, though. In fact, the original game did actually start out as an expansion for Wolfenstein, so it does feel a bit like that at times. And if you are a die-hard fan of the original or miss those days of giblets and rockets, then you might just get a kick out of it. I mean, the new visuals are passable, but certainly not without rough edges.
Yes, and this game wants you to move through the levels quickly. That's part of the challenge. But the checkpoint system is totally unforgiving, and between deadly blades and rocket-wielding enemies that can one-shot you, it's hard to have a good time.
Personally, I think if you're going to reboot something like this, then you have to get on board with some modern game design elements, like decent checkpoints. Otherwise, you're just punishing gamers for no reason.
Yeah, and having a few checkpoints extra here and there isn't going to dilute the experience. You can still have that nostalgic playthrough, and I'd happily play through a game for nostalgia's sake, as long as it doesn't halt my progress all the time. I do miss Twitch shooter games like this though, Hex. There's just something that tugs at those early FPS memories as you smash down those A and D keys, dodging rockets and plowing through endless goons.
You know, I thought the multiplayer might save it, but really it's just a confusing, unbalanced rocket fest, and you're better off playing something like Quake Live.
Ludicrous cheer!
Yeah, I did enjoy that you can be a dog and also fly, and I also like that what you type is actually said out loud by some sort of voice system.
Penis. Lol. Goofies.
But yes, the fun here was short-lived, so I'm giving it 4 out of 10 rubber chickens.
It was 3 out of 10 from me.